Hello, everybody. My name is Maurice Washington. I want to welcome everybody to our cruise night. I'm Maurice. I'll be your moderator. So as you come in, please ensure that your microphone is on mute or on mute. If not, I'll go ahead and mute you. We'll go ahead and answer questions there at the end. If there's any questions that you have during the presentation, please utilize the chat, and I will make sure those questions get answered by our featured speaker this evening. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Rob Hale to introduce our featured speaker. So thank you very much. Have a great night.
Great. Thank you very much, Maurice, and welcome everyone. I am Rob Hale, the founder and COO of Travel and Relax. Tonight, I am honored to be joined with our company's CEO and tonight's moderator, Maurice Washington, my wife, Lisa, who serves as our Director of Celebrations, an amazing behind-the-scenes staff of Max Ratkai and James Bamati, who help us in our ongoing efforts to always provide top-level customer service to our guests. Travel and Relax was founded 16 years ago on August 1st, 2004, with a mission to unify the world one travel at a time. These tours began in June of 2020 as COVID-19 challenged our world and dramatically changed how people travel. As Travel and Relax considered how we could help you escape the stress of today's world, we felt that offering you virtual tours around the world to some of the world's great destinations would provide you with a great escape from today's stresses, all from the comfort of your own environment. Our major tours are being held bi-monthly, with regional tours being held every other month. All of our tours allow you to dream of future travel experiences that you might enjoy. Tonight, we are very pleased to offer you our first cruise tour with the Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, which will be presented to you by our special guest expert, Dan Iacobelli with the Royal Caribbean. Before Dan begins, while we do want to hear from you, to prevent the distractions of background noise, all attendees will be muted. There will be a question and answer period at the end. If you have any questions, please enter them in the chat box or raise your hand in the participants box, and our moderator will make sure that your questions do get asked. And now I am excited and pleased to introduce you to Dan Iacobelli.
Thanks so much, Rob. And thank you, Maurice and Lisa, as well, for having me on tonight. And thank you to everyone who took time out of your busy, crazy schedules to spend some time with us and learn about some fantastic cruising opportunities. So, as I said, my name is Dan Iacobelli, and I do work very closely with them, your incredible travel agents at Travel and Relax, to deliver some unforgettable cruise vacations. But let's go ahead and first start by addressing the elephant in the room, which is, of course, the COVID situation. So as of right now, we are still waiting on approval of our safety protocols that we did submit to the CDC. So right now, we really don't have anything concrete when it comes to the protocols on board or whether or not vaccinations are going to be required. What we do know is the second we get these approvals, the second we get this official information, we're going to make sure that you are well aware of what it's going to take and what it's going to look like to jump on a cruise ship post-pandemic. It's going to be interesting, but what we can absolutely ensure that it's going to be a safe and absolutely amazing vacation. Still going to have a blast. You're still going to have a really, really great time. So enough with the boring stuff. Let's go ahead and jump right into the topics tonight, which is going to be our Oasis class ships, which are the largest cruise ships in the world, as well as Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, our private destination theme park, essentially. So we're going to go ahead by jumping into our Oasis class ships. So we have 4 of these mega ships right now, including the largest cruise ship in the world, actually my favorite ship as well, which is the Symphony of the Seas. And just to give you some facts about these ships, let you know how big they are 220,000 gross tons. They are each 1,100, actually almost 1,200 feet long and 150 feet wide. They are also 240 feet high, making them longer than 4 football fields and higher than the Statue of Liberty. So we love to do big, we love to do bold here at Royal Caribbean. In regards to the ships themselves, they do span over 16 decks and accommodate up to 5,400 guests and over 2,700 100 staterooms. In short, these 4 beautiful ships are the most revolutionary cruise ships in the world and an architectural marvel at sea. These really are just floating cities, and you'll see why. What makes these Oasis class ships that much more unique is our 7 neighborhood design. So we do have various decks of the ship designated to its own theme, and I'm going to make sure to tell you about each and every one of those, starting with the Central Park neighborhood. You know, for us, a ship is more than a ship. It's a collection of amazing experiences that challenge limitations and expectations. With our neighborhoods concept, we're breaking the mold. They are so much more than just entertainment areas. Let's begin our tour, of course, with this Central Park. So this revolutionary public space combines nature with nautical. We have over 12,000 plants with over 700 hanging vines, 56 trees and bamboo, some over 24 feet high. This is live. These are living plants. We actually have botanists live on the ships to take care of all of these plants on board. It's the most peaceful part of the ship, in my opinion, and it does have some of the best food that you're going to get on a cruise ship. To give you an idea of some of the dining experiences you can have on our Oasis class ships, specifically in Central Park, I'm going to start with Chops Grill. This is our signature steakhouse that is on each and every one of our cruise ships, and it's included for a reason. If you're looking for that steak, that filet mignon, that New York strip, this is going to be the place to get that. Moving over to 150 Central Park, this is an exclusive dining area where dishes are modified seasonally, and our most exclusive wines on board for you sommeliers out there will be featured in a master wine list only available within the specialty dining area. We do have our Giovanni's table for you Italian food lovers out there. Family style restaurant. You get just platters and platters of food. When I was there 3 years ago, I wish I was on one now. When I was on there 3 years ago, I ordered a plate of just charcuterie. I had mounds of salami, mounds of cheese. I couldn't finish all of it, but it's a lot of fun. It's so much food. I gain about 10 pounds every time I cruise. But hey, we have fitness as well on our ships. We have a gym. We have a vitality center. So if you want to work off some of that cheese and some of that salami, you definitely can. But onto more of the fun food. We do have our Park Cafe. This is an indoor-outdoor gourmet and complimentary dining experience. If you want to get up in the morning and grab a really awesome breakfast sandwich or maybe a bagel with lox, you definitely can at our Park Cafe. Once again, complimentary, free, included in your cruise fare. Vintages is our ever popular wine bar, now offering a selection of fine cheeses and tapas as well. Our Trellis Bar, this is just a casual bar in the middle of Central Park. We can really admire the greenery around this area. And I said this before, you're really not going to realize you're on a cruise ship. These are floating cities. It really is amazing. And then the Rising Tide Bar. This is actually the first levitating bar at sea that offers you a ride from Central Park down to the Royal Promenade neighborhood and back. Speaking of the Royal Promenade, this is really the heart of our cruise ships. It's actually the first section of the ships you're going to see when you dock. And it really is better than before, with a mezzanine level that overlooks this beautiful space below. And of course, a promenade bridge, some really great photo ops there. The Rising Tide Bar, which I did mention, does take about 15 minutes. It starts down in the promenade level, goes very slowly. You're not going to fall. It's not going to turn your stomach. You can get a really nice cocktail, dress up, and then maybe get some more wine at our 150 Central Park Cafe. Really incredible experience. Of course, it's complimentary. You got to do it at least once just to say you went on a levitating bar. We love to do things bigger. We love to do things bolder. We love to really give you that wow experience. That is absolutely one of those wow experiences. Okay, we are going to move over to the Boardwalk. This is a really fun spot on our Oasis class ships. The Boardwalk neighborhood is a slice of old world charm with a modern twist and offers enough amusement and attractions to keep everyone entertained. This is the place to be for the entire family, and it's for kids and kids at heart. And just looking at this picture, and it really doesn't do justice. It is this massive neighborhood equipped with a carousel. Once again, we love to be extra at Royal Caribbean. We do have a complimentary carousel on these Boardwalk neighborhoods, as well as some really unique dining venues. So jumping into those venues themselves, we do have our Boardwalk Doghouse where you get to choose from traditional hot dogs, bratwurst, sausages, and more with a really great selection of toppings. You can get sauerkraut, you can get ketchup and mustard, whatever you want. It really is going to be there. And this is complimentary as well, complimentary dining experience. Johnny Rockets, this is that authentic 1950 decor with a jukebox at every table. Get some awesome burgers, French fries, and of course, a really good milkshake to top it off. It's a really awesome spot. And you're going to have these awesome views of the back of the ship looking out into the water and into one of the most unique entertainment venues at sea, which I will get into a little bit more later. But talking a little bit more about the food, my mouth is watering. I haven't eaten yet. I'm famished. Going into Cups and Scoops. If you're looking for a really awesome ice cream or maybe some candy, we have a wide selection of that. Maybe tell your kids to stay out of that. They're going to run up the bill. I'm not going to lie. It's an awesome venue. And we do have our Sabor Taquiera and Tequila Bar. If you're looking for some excellent Spanish food and a margarita to go with it, this is going to be the spot to do that. We do have Starbucks on each and every one of our ships for those caffeine junkies out there. You can definitely get your favorite drink on each and every one of these Oasis class ships. But I did want to talk a little bit more in detail about my favorite part of our Boardwalk neighborhood, which is our Playmakers Sports Bar and Arcade. This is actually a new venue that we launched 2 years ago that has been an absolute smash hit. If you love watching live sports, if you love grabbing some craft beers and some awesome cocktails and maybe some chicken wings on the side, this is going to be the spot to do it. We do have over 32 TV screens in each and every one of our Playmakers sports bars, and we got all the sporting events. So we got the Super Bowl, we got the NBA Finals, we have the World Cup, we even have cricket if that's your thing. No matter what your kind of flavor of sport is, we're going to have it here in our Playmakers sports bar and arcade, and the food really is top notch. It's only a couple of extra dollars on top of the cruise fare, but it's some of the best chicken wings at sea and my favorite fries. They are garlic parmesan loaded fries, huge wedges of fries. It is massive, so good. Once again, you're going to gain some weight on these cruise ships without a doubt. Then you got to wash that all down with some awesome selections of beers as well. But now we're going to move over to the most unique entertainment venue at sea, which is our AquaTheater. Warm sun and flying acrobats, you're going to experience all of it here in this tiny pool where our actors and actresses are jumping in and out of it, jumping off of high dives, jumping on slack lines. It's really unique and incredible. Fun facts about that pool, it's actually the deepest pool on any cruise ship. And the reason for that is we have our actors and actresses under getting prepared for their next incredible stunt. And just a fair warning for you and your clients, if you sit in those first 3 to 4 rows, you're definitely going to get wet. They're splashing around without a doubt, but you have to check out these shows. All of our shows at Royal Caribbean are complimentary, included in your cruise fare. And if you do not check out an AquaTheater show on an Oasis class ship, you definitely have missed out. So definitely make sure to reserve these ahead of time, as well as look at maybe booking a cruise with any of your incredible travel agents at Travel and Relax. They are your experts. They're there to help you every single step of the way. But moving back over to the ship, we got to have some spas on our cruise ships. So state-of-the-art design Vitality at Sea Fitness Center that really combines the most advanced spa and anti-aging therapies, the latest fitness equipment, and healthy dining options. This is really the place to strengthen your body, your mind, and renew your spirit. So this does feature in the fitness center over 150 state-of-the-art cardio and resistance machines. If you want to work off some of that Playmakers, this is definitely going to be the spot to do that. We also have a very wide selection of machines as well as free weights. We also offer free classes with licensed professionals who know what they're doing. They look a lot better than me these days. They're keeping in shape, as well as the largest jogging track at sea. It spans entire top deck of these massive ships. Definitely going to sweat a little bit, but it's so much fun. And really, depending on what you're looking for fitness or for spa treatments, we are going to absolutely have that available for you. Moving over to our pool and sports zone, another neighborhood on our ships. You cannot have a cruise ship without an incredible pool deck. So it's really a fun-filled zone for all ages. Takes up this entire massive deck on these ships. Actually have 2 massive pools on the top of the Oasis class ships instead of 1. That's just how large they are. And they're also equipped with some really great amenities, such as our twin flow riders, which is our surfing simulator, but I'll talk a little bit more about that later. And equipped on our Oasis class ships now is our Perfect Storm water slides. These are complimentary water slides that are really top notch. I love water parks. I love theme parks. I rode these about 10 times when I was on there a couple of years ago. It's a lot of fun. You're going to love it. Your kids are going to love it. And it's just a really short wait to get onto one of these water slides. And then Splashaway Bay for your younger guests out there, your kids, of course, they're going to love this complimentary water park option. My favorite part of Splashaway Bay is you're going to see that yellow bucket at the top. It's continually filling up with water, and at a certain point, it's going to tip over. So you're going to see kids standing under it waiting to get doused. It's a lot of fun. You're going to hear them scream, but have an absolute blast. But moving over to the Flow Rider, which is, of course, our surfing simulator. We have 2 of these on the backs of our Oasis class ships. They are absolutely complimentary, and they are absolutely difficult. They are very, very hard. I'm not the best at it. Every time I get in one of our ships, I have to try it at least once. I think my record is 2 seconds, so I'm improving. I'm getting a little better, but you have to check it out. And we actually have a really nice viewing area. If you just want to see people eat it all day on the Flow Rider, you definitely can. Moving over to the Ultimate Abyss, this is a dry slide that is located on the top deck of our ships. There's only a place where only the bold venture and the bravest return. Step to the edge, peer into the darkness, listen to the call of the unknown. There's no turning back once you take the plunge. Plummet 10 stories into the mysteries of the deep on the tallest slide at sea. Are you brave enough, or will you become a permanent resident of the Ultimate Abyss? It's, of course, safe. It's a lot of fun. And once again, it spans 10 stories down. So let's say you want to just jump on the Flow Rider and then take a nice slide down to the Boardwalk area to maybe grab a beer. This is going to be a fun way to do that. I recommend you try it out at least once. It is complimentary, and it's an absolute blast. Going to move over to another, actually brand new restaurant that we have introduced on our Symphony and Oasis of the Seas, which is our El Loco Fresh. This is another complimentary dining restaurant that we did add, and it's actually my favorite complimentary food on our ships. Really great Mexican food, so it's kind of conveyor style. You get to pick between tacos, quesadillas, burritos. You can make your own nachos. We have a complete nacho bar with all the fixings. Really depends on what you want. We're going to have it here, and it is absolutely complimentary. It's on the pool deck, so you can grab it in your bathing, sit and relax, watch some people eat it on the Flow Rider, and then go right back to enjoying your cruise. Really awesome venue that we did add. And then another new restaurant that we introduced on our Symphony of the Seas is our Hooked Seafood. If you're looking for some really great lobster tails or some fresh fish, we're going to have it at this specialty dining restaurant. My favorite food here is actually the messy fish sandwich and lobster roll sandwich. They're just incredible. I am starving once again, and it's a really great place that you guys have to check out on our Symphony of the Seas, which once again is the largest cruise ship in the world. Then I do, of course, want to talk about our Youth Zone. The Youth Zone introduces a wealth of kid and teen-friendly adventures, covering a total expansive area of more than 28,000 square feet. The Youth Zone is home to our award-winning Adventure Ocean Youth Program, with even more space dedicated to youth activities than ever before, the most youth space on any cruise ship at sea. From vibrant teen areas to fun learning environments for your smaller guests, your kids, of course, there is nonstop action day and night. This is where kids can be kids and parents can be worry-free. This Adventure Ocean and teen program, it's complimentary, and we have licensed childcare specialists manning these venues on our ships. And what we do is we split off these sections of the Adventure Ocean into their own specific sections. So we do have our Royal Babies and Royal Tots programs, so it really breaks off into certain age groups, and we're going to offer a different variety of activities, of entertainment, and just more fun, free, complimentary options for your children. And it does range, from 6 months all the way up to 17 years. They're not going to be in the same room together. They're going to have their own separate space and have a lot of fun. So, fun fact about me, I actually grew up on these cruise ships. I started sailing with Royal Caribbean when I was 8 years old, and I've experienced the explorers part of Adventure Ocean all the way through the teen club. I can really attest to what we pride ourselves on being, which is a multi-generational brand with activities, dining, shore excursions, and ships for everyone of all ages. It's the reason I work for this company, because I just love cruising so much. I cannot wait to get back onto a ship. And then just to touch a little bit deeper into our team areas, we really have rethought and redesigned how these look. We know those fickle teenagers out there want to be away from mom and dad. They want to have their phone. They want to have their computers. We definitely made those spaces available for them. Complimentary Wi-Fi, plenty of video games for them, and just their own private sitting area. Mom and dad can't even go in there. Nice and secluded, nice and roped off for them. A really great area for our teenagers. And then moving on to our older guests, of course, our entertainment place is going to have the really awesome nightlife. So this is accessible by dramatic stairs from the Royal Promenade. This central plaza of entertainment combines some of our traditional spaces with smaller, more intimate venues, giving you a wider range of entertainment to choose from each evening. From Tony Award-winning Broadway shows and heart-pounding acrobatic exhibitions to side-splitting comedy acts and popular theme nights and parades, the world's most revolutionary cruise ships will truly offer something to entertain all ages, interests, and personalities. So moving over to our main theater, Royal Caribbean sets the cruise industry standard with dazzling full-scale productions every night on every cruise. And I said this before, and I'll say it again, all of our shows at Royal Caribbean are complimentary, but it is, of course, first come, first serve. We're the only cruise line offering awe-inspiring Tony Award-winning Broadway musicals with, of course, our own original productions with a live orchestra, sweeping lights, intricate costuming, and incredible talent from across the globe. We actually have our own campus, our own college, essentially, in Miami, where we train our actors and actresses to deliver these top-notch, really high-end quality performances. And you definitely have to check these out. And I definitely have to mention this. I did mention our Tony Award-winning Broadway shows. We have Cats, Grease, Mamma Mia, and Hairspray on our Oasis class ships. So we do have one show per ship. So say you want to see just Mamma Mia, definitely reach out to your incredible travel agents at Travel and Relax, and they help you the correct ship for these incredible shows. Moving on to some more shows, we do have our Studio Beat, which is a multi-purpose studio complex filled with activity all day long, from ice skating to cooking demonstrations and late night dance parties. Really awesome spot to enjoy some really unique entertainment. But my favorite part of Studio has to be the ice shows. These are really professional, trained skaters who have been doing this their whole lives. They're going to whip around this ice rink, do backflips, front flips, throw each other around, and it's really incredible. It's really awe-inspiring, and of course, it is complimentary. And what is a cruise without some gambling? We do, of course, have our casino royales on all of our Royal Caribbean cruises. Our glittering casino features electric slot machines, video poker, blackjack, craps, roulette, Caribbean stud poker. Whatever your game is, we are absolutely going to have it on our cruise ships. I stay away from the casino. I have the worst luck ever when it comes to it. If you want to press your luck, this is definitely going to be the spot to do that. And then the last section of the ship that I'm going to talk about before jumping into Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, which is our private island, is of course the main dining room. Included in your cruise fare is going to be complimentary dinner, high quality, excellent dinner with a wide variety of choices in our main dining hall. The menu is going to change every single night, but we do keep a couple staples there. So let's say you just want a New York strip, you're going to be able to get that every night of the cruise if that's what you want. But it's really elegant design. You're going to be waited on hand and heel by our incredible staff. I like to say our travel agents, they bring you guys onto the ships, but staff really keeps you on and makes you want to come back. They are incredible. They're going to take care of you every step of the way, and they're going to treat you like royalty without a doubt, pun intended. So we're going to move over to my favorite destination. I am a little bit biased. It is Perfect Day at COCOBEACH. So we've actually owned this island for decades. It was this nice, quiet beach day. You could do some kayaking, relax on a beach, get some really awesome barbecue, but we really wanted to amplify it and deliver this experience. So we threw about $500 million into this island to deliver essentially our very own theme park. The island itself is split into two major sections. On the left-hand side in the blue is going to be our chill portion of the island, and on the right is going to be our thrill portion of Perfect Day at CocoCay. Let's jump into the chill portion at starting with our Oasis Lagoon. This is actually the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. It is massive. And what's really great about this pool, the floor is this nice soft rubber, feels good in your feet, feels good on your knees. And if you stick your head underwater, we're playing Caribbean music because why not? Once again, we love to be extra. And then we do have beaches and cabanas located across the entire island as well. These are available at an extra fee to rent. It's that really awesome kind of wow experience. If you're looking for that lifetime kind of extra thing to do, definitely rent your own private cabana. You do get your own butler for the duration of your stay, which is pretty nice. And it's an awesome view. Really can pick any part of the island. But back to the Oasis Lagoon. This is actually my favorite part of Perfect Day at CocoCay, specifically because of that tiki right there. That palapa is actually a swim-up bar. So a note about Perfect Day at CocoCay, it's an extension of the cruise ship. So if you purchase a beverage package or if you purchase an internet package, it's going to carry over to the island as well. And what I love is your bartender that might be serving you on the pool deck on your ship will also be serving you in the palapa. So you can continue that relationship. And if they know your drink, they're going to absolutely make it for you. But I love this part. When I was there with my wife 3 years ago, we spent a good 5 hours just in the Oasis Lagoon, soaking up the sun and drinking a whole lot of the island's signature drink, which is the Coco Loco. It's a little bit boozy. So if you can't hold your liquor, maybe have just one of those and do something else. But it's a lot of fun. We have, of course, more drink options than just that. We have your poison, without a doubt, for sure. We're going to move on to the Cocoa Beach Club. This is really the luxury part of Perfect Day at CocoCay, equipped with floating overwater cabanas, which are available for rental at an extra fee, and of course, an infinity pool and the best food you're going to get on the island. So in order to get access to the Cocoa Beach Club, you do have to purchase a wristband. It's about $70 to $80. It does depend on the specific sailing. But if you're looking for that high-end, kind of relaxing, quiet part of the island, this is definitely going to be it. Just to give you a closer look at these floating cabanas, because I absolutely love them, they're really unique. You got you on WATERSLIDE, that's great. It goes right into the water, right into the ocean, and it does fit up to 8 people. And I mentioned this, you do get your own butler, as well as a stock fridge. You get your own bathroom, your own changing area as well. And it really gives you this quiet, beautiful view of the ocean, of the Caribbean, and it's nice and secluded just for you and your family. And then to give you a look at the infinity pool, it's a really gorgeous design. The water is nice and perfect temperature, not going to be too cold. You're not going to be too hot. We keep it nice and even for you. And of course, we have the Cocoa Beach Club restaurant. It's going to be the best surf and turf you're going to get on the island, as well as some awesome craft cocktails and just top-notch service. Okay, and then just going to talk a little bit more about cabanas. I did mention this. We have cabanas located across the entire island. So if you want a cabana at Oasis Lagoon, you can absolutely do that. If you want a cabana looking at our water slides, you can go see people screaming going down that all day. That's absolutely available as well. We have over 60 of these cabanas available. I'm going to go back to the chill portion of the island. We do have Chill Island, which is just the really perfect beach day you've been dreaming about, with crystal clear tropical waters and powdery sands. Really, this is the spot to kick back with your whole crew. There's plenty of chairs, which are meant for you guys. You set your stuff down. Maybe that's your meeting hub for the day. Nice, quiet beach day. Harbor Beach is going to be a nice, actually seawater, of course, area for you to enjoy. What I love about the Harbor Beach is we have plenty of umbrellas, plenty of shade. I sunburn easily, so I make sure to park my stuff here for the day and make sure I'm getting plenty of shade. It's, of course, complimentary. There's no charge with that. And then South Beach, just a really awesome kind of shore excursion area of it's another quiet beach as well. But if you're looking to kayak, maybe do our swimming bar, you have to swim up to this bar to order your drink. You can definitely do that here. But we have more activities than just kayaking. We have over 1,600 feet of zip lines over the island. We have our Thrill Water Park as well, but I'll make sure to give you a little bit more detail on that. And just to talk a little bit more about the South Beach floating bar, it's just another fun little amenity that we wanted to add. You actually have to get in the water and swim up to get a drink. And once again, if you did purchase that beverage package, it's going to work on this tiny little floating bar as well. I recommend getting at least a drink at the floating bar just to say you did it. It's a nice, fun amenity. But moving on to the thrill part, a perfect day at COCOBEACH for you adrenaline junkies out there. We do have our Thrill Water Park, which has a 135-foot water slide, which is the tallest in the Caribbean. We have to be #1 in all those, of course, and so much more. I mentioned the zip lines, 1,600 continuous feet. You do, of course, stop every couple hundred feet, but it goes across the entire island, and it's really incredible. And then up, and away. We have our own hot air balloon on Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, because why not? We love to add some new and exciting ways to really wow you and your family. So the hot air balloon is going to take you 450 feet up into the air. Don't worry, it's tethered. You're not going anywhere. But if you're looking for an incredible photo op, this is going to be the place to do it. So definitely bring your camera up there, get some awesome pictures of you and your family looking out into the water while you're on this incredible air balloon. But to jump a little bit more in detail into the Thrill Water Park, which is at an extra fee. Most of the parts of the Thrill portion of Perfect Day are at an extra fee, but there is plenty of complimentary activities available. It's very easy to not spend an extra dime when you're at Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, so don't worry about that. But if you're looking to amp up that vacation experience, you absolutely have plenty of options at your disposal. So starting with Daredevil's Tower, it features 7 single rider water slides of various heights, including the Daredevil's Peak. That is that 135-foot water slide. And it doesn't just go straight down, it wraps around the entire tower. That is a long slide, and you really don't know how tall 135 feet is until you're at the top of that little tower. It's a lot of fun, and it really whips you around. Hang on to your bathing suit, it goes fast, without a doubt. But if you're looking for a more calmer slide, we have our Green Mamba as well. That's the first slide within the tower. Nice, relaxing slide. You're going to, of course, have fun. Plenty of options for you. We have our adventure pool, kind of our Ninja Warrior obstacle course. You can jump through cargo nets, jump on these little lily pads. We actually have a rock climbing wall where if you fall, you go right into the water. Absolute blast and so much fun. Our Splash Speedway is a 4-person single rider where you can actually race your friends and family on a raft. So much fun. Actually, the shortest wait on the island. So if you just want to do one slide again and again and again and again, this is going to be the one to do it. The wave pool, this is the largest wave pool in the Caribbean. When that machine really starts whipping up, those waves are going to pick you up. It's a lot of fun, and it's the main hub of the Thrill Water Park. Incredible portion of the Perfect Day at COCOBEACH Thrill part. But my favorite part of the Thrill Water Park has to be the slingshot. This is the best slide you're going to go on the island. It is a 2 to 3 person raft ride where you start in this kind of quiet, indoor, relaxing slide, and then out of nowhere, you're going to open up and drop straight down into this slingshot. It's going to shoot you up to this other slide area. It's going to seem like you're going to go flying off. You're going that fast. Don't worry. It's, of course, absolutely safe. But it's my favorite ride. When my wife and I were there 3 years ago, we rode it 7 times in a row. That's how much we loved it. And you're going to love it as well. We do, of course, have complimentary water park options as well, mainly targeted towards your kids, of course. So we do have our Splashaway Bay, this massive water park equipped with water slides, water jets, more of those buckets that fill up and pour over on them, and they're absolutely going to have a blast here. We do also have Captain Jill's Galleon, which is the first attraction you're going to see when you do get to Perfect Day at COCOBEACH. It's equipped with even more water slides, even more water guns, and they're going to absolutely love it. I'm a little too big for it, but if I could get on it, I definitely would mess around with those water guns. It's so much fun. And then have to talk about the food, of course. There is plenty of complimentary dining options on Perfect Day at COCOBEACH, and one of our 3 snack shacks. We have 3 snack shacks located across the island, loaded with cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, mozzarella sticks, brownies, loaded fries. Get some salads too if that's your thing. I'll pass on that. But if you're looking for a little bit of an extra thing, we do have our Captain Jack's restaurant. It's going to get some of the best jerk chicken wings you're going to eat. It's really, really amazing. I'm a chicken wing guy. I absolutely have to get a plate every time I go. And that is all that I am going to have for you tonight. I know we've decided some time for Q&A, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it back to Rob and Maurice.
All right, thank you so much for that presentation. If anything, you made me hungry, that's for sure. So
same here.
No, that's amazing. Everything about it, that's just awesome. I do want to open up the floor to some questions. So if you have anything, please let me know. I do know specifically that one of the questions is always going to be about COVID. How are you guys handling COVID? Have you guys, I'm assuming that you guys have been trying to make a whole bunch of adjustments to accommodate and keep the cruisers safe. Would that be accurate?
Without a doubt, without a doubt. I mean, as we all know, cruise ships kind of started the whole pandemic, is what the news would like to say. So we're doing our best to get everyone back to sea, back on these cruise ships safely. We've taken so much extra time. We have not rushed this process because we want to do our best to deliver safe and yet still incredibly fun cruise vacations. So I can't speak specifically on what we're doing because it is still being confirmed. I mentioned before, we are still waiting on the CDC to approve our heavy list. It's about 40 pages of safety protocols. We're trying our best to get this approved so domestic cruising in the United States can resume again. But in the meantime, we've actually introduced some incredible sailings for this summer. Starting June 12th, you can sail out of Nassau, Bahamas, or Bermuda as well, doing some incredible 7-night Caribbean itineraries, visiting Perfect Day at COCOBEACH. It's the first chance you guys can check that out this year. Those are going to be vaccination required cruises. And a note on that, that is mandated by the ports themselves, by the countries themselves. So it really does work port by port, country by country on these protocols and with vaccinations. There's no one kind of answer for everything, unfortunately. So if you have specific questions on that, definitely ask your incredible travel agents at Travel and Relax. And as soon as we get more concrete info on what is going to be required with regards to masks, in regards to testing, in regards to vaccines, we are absolutely going to make sure that you and your travel agents are well aware of that. We don't want you to go onto these ships without some unknowns, especially when it comes to this kind of crazy atmosphere we're in. But once again, just to harp on it further, we are going to deliver safe and fun vacations. That is our absolute goal.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel like a customer's experience when they're on that boat, from the time they get on the boat to the time they leave, is top notch? Do you feel like they just leave just worn out because they've done so much? Or how do you feel? What have you seen?
So we've actually been sailing. We've had one ship going since November, actually, in Singapore on our Quantum of the Seas, and it's been an absolute hit. There's been a lot of safety protocols on those ships. For specifics on that, though, definitely reach out to your travel agents. But they've been incredibly safe and incredibly fun. We've had guests sign up for their next cruise on board. That's how much they've enjoyed that experience. And just to talk on the ship experience themselves, these ships weren't even going to any ports. These are going out into the water and back. And we had a crazy demand in that. So we do have this proof that we can sail safely and still have an incredible time. We've had this going since November. We only had one false positive. That was on the very first sailing, and that was it. So we have proven that we can sail safely and deliver an incredible experience.
Amazing. We do have a perfect question regarding COCOBEACH. How long do you get to stay on COCOBEACH, and what is the definition of a day on COCOBEACH?
So a day on COCOBEACH, you're looking at about 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, we are introducing new itineraries where we're going to Perfect Day twice on the same sailing, as well as introducing some overnights. So you'll go there during the day, go back to the ship, enjoy some awesome dinner, maybe at Hooked Seafood, and then the very next day you can go right back to Perfect Day. So the standard is 7 to 5, but it can change depending on the itinerary.
That's awesome. We here at Travel and Relax really appreciate everything that you presented on today. And I don't know, I know a lot of travelers out there have been waiting to get out there and cruise. So this is a very, very, very important presentation this evening. So is it okay if we have you on in the future and we can do this again with you?
Yes, please. I'm all for it.
Okay, great. Rob, did you have anything before I wanted to turn it over to you?
No, I just wanted to thank Dan very much for having presented the excellent presentation tonight. As Maurice noted, I do know that we have several excited clients looking forward to when cruising resumes, and are excited to see that that will be happening soon, coming up in June out of the various ports outside of the United States, and hopefully soon the CDC will open it here in the United States as well. Our next tour, I did want to advise, will be on May the 5th, when we will present to you a unique regional tour of Costa Rica and its coastal regions. And registration for that is currently on our events page at travelandrelax.com. And we also invite you to check out our event page archives on our website, where you can find replays of past tour destinations we have presented. And should you have any follow-up questions on Royal Caribbean cruising, or have any other travel-related questions that we can assist you with, or if we can service your needs, travel needs in any way after tonight, please do let us know, and we'd be happy to assist you. And we very much appreciate you joining us tonight, and thank you for attending.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening.
Thanks.